As you can see, I am barefaced and ready for some makeup, so let's get ready. I'm Jordan, and I thought I would do a little like get ready with me introduction video for any of my new subscribers. I know you guys see my shorts, but I don't have a lot of long form videos. So I thought I'd put something out for you. I am meeting a friend for lunch, and we're doing a quick, simple, easy little like summer face. So let's get ready. First, I'm going to use my sunscreen. I have been loving the new UV Expert Supra sunscreen from Lancome. It's got SPF 50 plus niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. Like I said before, my name is Jordan, and currently I work at Ulta. So far, I've been loving it. I mean, I've been doing makeup for years. My mom did Mary Kay when I was a kid, so I think I was like brought up to just absolutely love makeup, and it's all I've been doing for a really, really, really long time. I used to work at Bare Minerals for a long time when they had stores. I worked at Urban Decay for a little bit, inside Macy's, and then I took a long hiatus from working, and now I am back in it. So I love it. Makeup is probably one of my biggest passions in life. Now that we have sunscreen, we're on a prime. My e.l.f. Power Grip is almost out, but I think that's what happens now that I work at Ulta is I find myself going till the last second because I'm like, I'll just get it when I go to work tomorrow. So, like I said, this makeup look is a very like fresh summer, kind of dewy skin, simple, nothing too crazy, okay? Mostly because my friend told me, don't put on a bunch of makeup, Jordan. We're just going out for lunch. So, I'm not gonna get crazy ready. This here is one of my little secrets. It's the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. So, it's a color corrector in the shade Peach, but it is not a heavy, thick formula by any means. She's very thin. It's definitely a tint, but it covers the under eye darkness just the tiniest bit. And it's probably one of my best kept secrets that I absolutely love. Brightens up under eye perfectly. Now we're gonna go in with foundation, which sadly, this foundation is being discontinued. So however much I tell you that I love it, it doesn't really matter because nobody's gonna get it anymore and I have to find something new. But it is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation plus skincare. She's been one of my faves since I started at Ulta, which is almost a year ago this summer. I found it, I needed a foundation because before I started working at Ulta, I really wasn't wearing makeup all that much. My fiance was a truck driver. So we were traveling across the country, and so I was just in a truck all day, so really there was never a point to like wear makeup. When I came back into makeup, things have changed a lot. There was a lot of things I hadn't tried. So that's kind of what I've been doing the last year, is really just seeing what I love, trying new things. It's kind of why I started doing social media and YouTube and things like that, is because I realized that makeup is based off of everybody's own opinion, and why not throw more and more opinion out there? Here we go. It's nothing crazy. The Your Skin But Better foundation, you can definitely build it up if you need to, but I just did 2 pumps. I did a very thin, light layer, and I am using the Real Techniques. It's the pink, like, fuzzy, velvety sponge. I really like it so far. I tried it out recently. I've tried brushes, I've tried sponges. I think depending on your foundation, different applications work for different things, but I typically tend to lean more sponge than brush, and even if I use a brush, I finish with a sponge. So the choice is yours. That's my thing about makeup. A lot of people have these very rigid views and explanations as to how you should use makeup and what you should do with it. And I really truly think that makeup is an expression, so do whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you like applying your foundation with your hands, apply your foundations with your hands. Am I gonna know? Probably not. I mean, unless like it's absolutely horrible. But if you love it and your makeup looks good when you leave the house, who cares how you got there? That's the point. Makeup's an art. It's not about the steps in the process. It's about the journey of getting where you want in your makeup routine, your day-to-day, or a fun evening out or something like that. So play around. Makeup's makeup. So for today, like I said, simple, easy makeup, nothing too absolutely crazy. I am going to be using my dib stick in the shade 5.5. So you've got this kind of beautiful rosy, like a neutral rose. It's a beautiful blush. I really do love it. And then you've got your kind of like bronzy contour shade. I really like this shade for that reason exactly. It does give very like, it's still warm, but it definitely still contours nicely. So I'll take a little bit, carve out my nose. I think I have learned over the years that it's best to accentuate your natural features, and you can use tips and tricks to get things that you want out of it. But ultimately, God gave you what you have, so use it. God didn't birth me with blonde hair. I have brown hair. And I was blonde for a long time, but I'm glad I'm back to brown. I think it looks better. So, love yourself and the way you naturally look. Like I said, I do have a fiance. We got engaged 2 years ago come this September. Wait, yeah, 2 years ago come this September. So we are officially getting married come this end of August, beginning of September. The date is still up for question because the wedding plans are secret. I'll leave it at that. You guys will see. But for now, they're secret. So definitely prepare for some wedding content. I will be doing all of those things like my hair and my makeup myself. I am not going to be getting them done. I think I'm too much of a type A person to let somebody else do it. And I've never had my makeup professionally done. Like I said, my mom was a Mary Kay mom, so for school dances, things like that, she always did my makeup until I got old enough to do my own makeup and, you know, not like make myself look like a clown, of course. So really, it's always just been me. And I like it like that because I know exactly what I want and how I want it done. And the vision that's in my head is what's going to come out versus me telling somebody and hoping that they understand the look I'm going for. Instead, I just know it'll get done right. Listen, like I said, I'm a type A person. So yeah, expect wedding videos, like get ready with me, trial of my wedding makeup, packing videos, all those types of things. They will be coming soon. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, your girl likes blush. So listen, don't be scared. People are probably going to tell me I look like a clown. It is what it is. I like blush, can't help it. In this process, talking to y'all meant that I forgot to apply concealer. I am using the NYX Bear With Me concealer. I have loved it for a long time, ever since it came out. I stopped using it for a while, but now I am back on it and loving it more than ever. I have like the brightest under eye. It is so beautiful. I love this concealer. Why I ever stopped using it is beyond me. And like I said, whatever, in this scenario, it is what it is. Whatever I feel like I might need to go back over, blush wise, I can, but I am also going to be topping this off with powder, so I'll actually probably just leave it. Yeah, see? You applied too much blush, and then you forget to apply your concealer, so you cover up some of the blush and it all works out and it's perfect. Now I have a crazy bright under eye, and I love it. So yeah, fact number 2 about me, besides blush being always over the top and probably too much, concealer. I love it bright. Bright. If I don't have a bright under eye, assume something's wrong with me. Okay, now we are going to apply powder, because fact number 2, I'm oily. I've always had oily skin. People love to tell me oily skin will keep you young, so that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping I'll be 50 looking 35. Current favorite powder that I have been using is the Morphe Cloud Light Soft Glow Veil Powder. It's beautiful, and I found a couple of ways that I love using it. For my under eye, I like to take a little poof, rub it in there, and then pat, pat, pat. Beautiful. So yeah, I kind of use this powder in those areas that I want to highlight or make sure stay down. Like I said, I have oily skin, so I want to set some areas a little bit more than others. And then I just take a big fluffy brush and I just pat onto the face until you get a nice even layer of powder on the face. You don't want to, no, don't do that. Good Lord. It's funny, mine, as you can tell, you can see the grid. And so I bought another one thinking, oh, she's almost done. I'll be out of it within a couple of days. Wrong, it just keeps going. It's like Mary Poppins' bag in here. Like I said, don't rub until you have a beautiful even layer of powder. And the only reason I am rubbing with this one is because that's kind of how you have to activate the glow feature. If you just plop it down, then you still get this beautiful luminous look, but it's not the same as once you've kind of rubbed over it a little bit, then it really creates this beautiful luminous look. See? I love this stuff. When it came out, I thought, who cares? Now, it's my new obsession. That powder done. Going in with a couple of things. Bronzer. My favorite bronzer, Lancome. Lancome makes the Transforming Skin Bronzer in the shade 3 is what I use. I'm telling you, beep, beep, that's enough. Like, oh, look at that. Yeah. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. I have had this bronzer. I will probably have this bronzer 24 months. I'll have it till its expiration date. It is by far worth the money. There is 10 grams, 0.35 ounces of product in here. And you can still see the shape of the rose on mine. It does have an imprint of a rose because it is Lancome, obviously. And like I said, you can still see the shape of the rose, which is wild to me. Like, that's how little you have to use on your whole face. So I'm just bronzing up my eyelids. I am notorious for, especially on a simple, like easy, plain Jane makeup day, use what you use on your face on your eyes. Because then everything's this cohesive, beautiful look. It's my favorite. As you will see, I will literally use everything from my eyes on my face. I'm going to take a little bit and just kind of, I don't know. I know people are going to tell me that's repetitive, that's stupid, but that's how I like doing my makeup, and I think it looks good. And if you don't, that's totally fine, because it's makeup and it's expressive to everybody. But I pretty much lay down the bronzer and the contour, whatever, and blush with a cream, and then I just ever so slightly go over it with powder. Some areas I do, some areas I don't, but for the most part I do. I'm gonna take a big floofy brush and again, make sure you are going upwards. You never want to go downwards with any of this. Downwards makes it look like your face is sagging. And who wants a saggy face? Not me. So, upwards, 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 upwards. Remember when I said I love blush? Yeah. MAC Glow Play Blush in Heat Index is probably one of my all-time favorite colors that I have ever used. A little bit goes a very long way. And I just pick it up with this angled blush brush, and you just tap it in ever so slightly. And it gives you this beautiful, bright, pinky red blush that is just absolutely to die for. I did one of those color analysis, like what are your colors? I told you I'd use it on my eyes. It's like a sunset. Little on the nose, little on the chin. I did one of those color, what are your colors? Are you a warm, whatever. Just like an app, I didn't go to somebody. I will go to somebody though, because I want to double check that the app was correct in a sense and really fine tune what my colors are. But pink, like hot pink, everything. No peach, no orange, red, pink, blue. I think it said I'm a cool summer. So royal blues, pinks, things like that, those are my colors. So I was originally using blushes that were somewhat peachy, and then I switched to pink blushes. Chef's kiss. Changed everything. I love it. Okay. Now, I take my brush that I use my powder on and really just diffuse the edges. This is what I meant by, like, you're gonna think I look like a clown, but trust the process. Everything about makeup is trust the process. You might do your eye makeup and absolutely hate it. Guess what? You just need mascara. You put mascara on, oh my God, now you love it. I don't know. That's just how it works. Makeup is a trust the process. It is an art form. And anybody who tells you different is somebody who says cheerleading isn't a sport. So. Cookie highlight from Benefit is hands down one of my all-time favorite highlighters. I will keep it for the rest of my life, or until one day they sadly discontinue it, which would be evil. That'd be like discontinuing Hoola bronzer. Don't do that. Oh my God. They just made cream Hoola bronzers. If you didn't know, now you know. They're beautiful. Go check them out at your local Ulta. But Benefit should make a cream cookie. Yeah. That'd be gorgeous. Anyways, I'm gonna take a fine little brush, do a little tap tap, and then you do a little meep, meep. So I take a little bit to the eyes, then I'm going to take my highlight brush and a little meep, tap. Oh, look, I told you people, we use everything on our face, on our eyeballs. I have learned over the years to not really care what people think about you or the way you look, things like that. Listen, I want to be my best, healthiest version of myself, which is what I'm doing and what I'm working towards. But when it comes to things like makeup, listen, I've got pimples and I've got imperfections and I have scars and dark spots and I've got texture and I have things like that. And if they go away, wonderful. If they don't, it is what it is. It's not going to stop me from having glowy skin or using probably way too much highlighter and emphasizing my texture. It is what it is. Love yourself. Love what you're doing. Okay, now that all of that is done, I'm going to apply a little bit of brows. Currently, sometimes in my rotation is the Grande Brow Laminate Brow Styling Gel. I just take a little bit on the brush it came with, and I just kind of ever so slightly brush the product through. I don't want my brows like slicked down. I just want a little bit of gel in there to like kind of hold them in place, and then I'll just use the spoolie. I don't do a lot to my brows anymore. I really only just use brow gel, and ever so occasionally I draw a couple little meep meep if I feel like it needs it. But I probably won the award for best Nike swoosh eyebrows of 2016. So your girl has learned less is more, that's for sure. So this is weird, but I promise. Hold on, let me grab it. This, which is the Lancome Fix and Forget setting spray, which I love, is hands down probably one of my favorites. I used it last year when I went to Universal Studios in Orlando in September. Okay, it was hot, it was humid, it was raining, it was nasty. I mean, only the weather. Universal Studios holds a special place in my heart. But my makeup lasted all day. It is a 24-hour hold, beautiful setting spray. But that's not what's in here. See, I was finished with the one, and I hadn't thrown away the bottle yet, thank God. But I got this one, which is the Ulta Beauty Dewy Glaze setting spray. And I love it. If you go on my social media, I've posted about it I think like twice already. It's hands down one of my all-time favorite new setting sprays. Is it going to make my makeup last all through Universal Studios in the middle of September? Probably not. But do I last a full 8-hour shift at work? No issues? Yes, I do. The only thing is the spray on this Ulta, it's horrible. I mean, I get drenched like I just rained on. So I had this bottle and I did a little meep, meep. So now it's in here because the spray on this bottle, it's like a fine mist. So let's spray ourselves. My favorite expression when using the Dewy Glaze setting spray is, I look like a glazed donut. Okay, it's got hyaluronic acid, niacinamide. Do you see a theme here? I think everybody's doing hyaluronic acid and niacinamide because it's great for your skin. So surprisingly enough, if you haven't tried it, go try it. It's amazing. I love it. Like I said, I have oily skin, so this kind of stuff does not normally work for me. This one does. Go try it. Okay, last thing. Mascara is probably like top 3 favorite makeup products that I use. So I am a Lancome mascara girl forever and ever and ever. I had never tried them until I started working for them, and this is my absolute unbiased opinion. They're hands down my favorite mascaras. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the Stila mascara. It is so good. If you've never tried that one, go try it. Stila mascara in the gold tube. It's amazing. And I like the Bounce mascara from Benefit. As for everything else, always Lancome mascara, and especially Lancome primer. It goes on white, it dries clear, doesn't make your lashes funny, it's nourishing and rich, full of vitamins for your lashes. It's amazing. These are my lashes with the primer. So then you immediately go in with your mascara, which today we are using the Flutter Extension mascara. This is their newest one, and I love it. Okay, see, one eye, don't mind the mascara. I got long lashes. You take care of it after it's dry. One eye, let's do the next, and then I'm definitely still doing another coat of mascara. There's a mascara, completed and finished, all cleaned up. I love it, I'm telling you. It's one of my all-time favorites. Now we're gonna do the Power Line Plumping Liner in Hush Hush from Buxom. Beautiful rosy color. And then unfortunately, I am using a gloss that is no longer made. It was from Beauty Counter, which was a vegan brand, and it was one of their glosses. But okay, I gotta go. My friend's here. Bye.